Every GED student has that one subject that almost breaks them. What was your subject and how did you
It was
finally
math. It was
tell us
math.
about math?
Oh my God. I think I took the math test probably like 4 times. I was ready to give up probably after the third time. It was my last subject. Math and science definitely were my struggle areas. I got through reading and I got through social studies. No problem, thanks to you. Math, man, that one was a struggle. I think it's just more so, I just didn't understand a lot of it. It's like no matter how much my teachers would try to go over it and go over it. It's just like, I don't know. It was just, I would never understand it. And there was times where I would just go home and I was try to study. And so I started scheduling my tests and I'm like, what, we're gonna do it. So I go and take the test and then I'll fail. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do this no more. And then I'll go home and then I'll sit on it and I'll say, but you just have one more test to do. Might as well get it out the way because if you don't do it now, then everything you just worked hard for is going out the window, is going to waste. So I took it again. After that time, I started experiencing test anxiety really bad. And it got to the point where I feel like it was overwhelming me. And it got to the point where I thought that was the reason why I was failing. So I learned different coping mechanisms and stuff to help with it. And I remember the last test, the one before I passed, I got 1 point off of what I needed to pass. And it was very discouraging because of how hard I tried. And, just sitting there and saying, I was just 1 point off. What did I miss? And having to go back and do the whole thing over again. And I really studied the last time I took the test. I said, listen, you're 1 point off. You can't go backwards from this. So I studied as hard as I can, took the test again, and I
So that I remember us having multiple conversations, and I do remember you like, I'm done. You're like, I'm done. And I'm like, no, you're not.